JohnnyCage starting in the top right of Deja Vu. And we have Cash playing Undead, apparently. Wait, is that correct? Yeah, Cash is playing Undead. Okay, I'm not sure I've ever seen that before. Pretty cool.
A player's forces are under attack.
Deja Vu, one of the bigger maps we have in the pool. And very known for expanding. Indeed, we see the expansion attempt here, but JohnnyCage gets a fast level 2. But Cash is gonna be arriving for the harass. DK with some Wand of Illusion play as well. And of course we know this. Try to take out as many peasants as you can. How much damage is there gonna be? Cash took a bit of damage on the ghouls already. That is not exactly ideal. And so far, this is good for Johnny. Losing only now the first peasant. And the ghouls are almost gone already. This one getting saved with the coil. But the DK still needs a bit more for that level 2. Which is a very important level up. Archmage had some great items. Claws and Mantle. Absolutely wonderful. The peasant gonna... Oh! Not quite die. Thank you, peasant HP buff. Oh, but this one does seem to be... Okay, so in the end, quite a few peasants did go down, and the DK did get level 2, but there's still also plenty of peasants left over for the power build, and we have some in the main, but not that many. And as you guys can already tell, here in the No Smoking Cup, we have special maps. Not only are these maps new maps, trying to figure out if they're going to be competitively strong for the tournament circuit, but also we have new skins. The different races on the different maps have new skins, especially the buildings. A few units and heroes as well, but only very few. Mostly it's the buildings. As you can see, the human base is looking quite Night Elf inspired. Pretty nice, pretty nice. This is custom made by the map making human Unity over at the Hive Workshop. Also the Undead base here, having a unique new look, an unusual skin.
A player's forces
Looks like JohnnyCage is moving with formation toggle on here. That's not ideal, but this attack might be very ideal indeed. With the level 2 water elements now attacking the Undead base where only ghouls are ready to defend, the DK is going for the counter attack, and that could also be doing big damage against the economy. Because we can see JohnnyCage is still not teching. This is going to be possibly big damage on both sides. And hard to tell who's going to come out on top. The Arcane Tower does help at the expansion, but doesn't help that much against the ghouls, of course. We also have a lot of water elementals here in the mix. The Undead tier 2 isn't quite finished yet, but will be done soon. Cash's DK already took a bit of damage. Footy's now home to defend. And Cash now going to be TPing home. Is he going to bring the ghouls? Yes, he is. DK makes it home, but apparently not in time. Cash calls for the GG. JohnnyCage takes the 1-0 lead. Cash's off race with Undead here. Not working out perfectly. On a big map like this. Difficult to make that expansion attack very painful. Good start for JohnnyCage. One more win here. And he's going to be going up against TGW or Lucy in the next round. And we're getting ready for map number 2. This one being Cash's map choice, deciding on Roon Mall. A map much smaller, having axis symmetry. So the symmetry goes along the middle line, kind of like Echo Isles, kind of like Tidehunters. And there perhaps the early harass would be working out better. I'm not sure, was he playing random or was he playing undead? I think he picked undead. Yes, indeed, he did. Cash now having to stick with undead, of course, historically has been known to be a pretty difficult matchup for human oftentimes. But here so far, Johnny on the first map looked quite convincing. But map 2 might be a different story. Let's head in to our second map of the day. Oh, there we go. We have 3 different skin sets, so to speak, for the different races, for the different buildings, and it's inspired by the different seasons. We have a winter theme, a summer theme, and an autumn theme, I think. And here we are in the winter theme. You can see everything is rather covered in snow, and for the undeads, even a lot of ice involved. Quite fittingly. JohnnyCage, back in DreamHack days, really made a name for himself. When he was looking like possibly the strongest human in Europe. We've seen very little of him recently, but he's still pretty active on ladder in some tournaments here and there. Just we don't seem to be seeing him in the biggest competitions anymore. But in my opinion, JohnnyCage was always super talented. Nowadays, of course, the humans have received a bit of love from the different patches. Would love to see JohnnyCage really delivering, going far in some of these tournaments. Alright, I think this is a pretty popular creep out here with the lab. I've seen this map once or twice before. I believe this gives you an instant level 2.
Players' forces are
or at least
attack.
Close to it. Might be enough. What is Cash up to? Level 1 DK moving out with the ghouls. Not creeping apparently, but rather harassing right away. Not the easiest camp here, as you can see. Second Watch Elemental will be required. The AM should make it to level 2 before the undead arrives. Oh, nice coil. Here's the first last hit. And there was a decent amount of experience. And now, peasants are up for grabs. This could mean a lot of kills on the workers here. 2 peasants dead so far. That is not the worst yet, but of course there is more danger still. That peasant also gonna go down. Nice deny. But peasant still dead. Makes it a third. It seems like a fourth one will be falling as well. And that's a lot of peasants in the early game. Again, good denies. DK being limited here with experience gain. But I think it was 5 peasants total. That definitely does hurt. Undead tier 2 should be starting now. Any moment. There we go. And JohnnyCage, maybe not so interested in expanding this time. We'll see. Oh! Well, maybe he is. Peasants call out from the main base again. These denies, by the way, were a really big deal. If the DK had gotten level 2 with his harass, it would be a way different story. But But we can see the Death Knight is still pretty far away. He's gonna need some big kills. Coils with the right clicks. Here we go. Second harass. Follow up. The camp is far from cleared. Big opportunity here for Cash to do something. But again, he doesn't have much mana. And it's not that many ghouls either. But new ghouls are coming. JohnnyCage here, not the easiest position by any means. DK, level 1.5. I think we didn't actually get that one creep right there. Archmage is desperately waiting for the mana for the next Water Elemental. Again, so many peasants have to be denied, and it's successful denies, but once more, it's a lot of peasants falling. Denies all over the place, by the way. Also, Cash with some good ones.
A player's forces are under attack.
And now the Mammoth. Might be enough for Archmage 3, or at least get him very close. Yup, it is. Perfectly enough. Right away summoning the Water Elemental. While peasants are retreating into the main. This one, though, seems to be dead. Another DK is almost level 2, but he's not quite there yet. And the Archmage has some really good items. A little bit of bonus damage. Bonus move speed. Can try to chase down some ghouls. And the Undead tier 3 hasn't quite started yet. It seems like Jack Cash's tech also was not super fast. We all know how potent the level 2 Water Elementals can be against the ghouls. Here, JohnnyCage is showing the potential. And potentially even getting some quick kills with the Archmage. Water Elemental would be level 2. Would be much appreciated for the Undead. Can you deny it? Oh, great deny. That was a big deal. JohnnyCage super on point with these denies, I have to say. But we're kept at home to keep the expansion safe. Lumber on Johnny is looking decent. Inside the tier 2 here in a moment. As we can see, there's still no tier 3 started, so the dangerous power spike is still a bit away. DK running into the arcane. That hurts a bit. The Archmage looking for kills. A lot of ghouls very hurt, but now the Lich is also ready. Lich also with the new skin. I like that one quite a bit. Pretty similar to the normal skin, but it has an extra little touch. And now tier 2 has finally been started. Lumber Mill is coming. And towers will be getting set up.
A player's forces are under attack.
Find an opportunity to kill a bit more here for Cash, but the levels are a big problem, man. DK still not level 2. Would like to be level 3 at this point in the game, but wasn't able to get the kills necessary. Thanks also to lots of denies, as we saw earlier. I see quite a bit of praise coming from chat for this map. Oh, I guess I should add the map name here.
A player's forces are under
So
attack.
that we all know what it's called. This one is called Roon Mall. Oops. There we go. That looks better. JohnnyCage also looking quite good in this game, I would say. But the tier 3 now about to finish. And we all know how dangerous that can be. Destroyer form, frenzy upgrade. Orb of Corruption, and that has broken many humans in the past. JohnnyCage will need to get ready defensively. Tier 3 started right away, and towers are coming.
A player's forces are under attack.
But I don't think it's that many towers, all things considered. Cash still taking his time, still has to wait for the tier 3 to actually be ready. And right away, here we have the Frenzy and the Destroyer form. Oh, look at the Spirit Tower, by the way. Ooh, pretty glow. I like that.
A player's forces are under attack.
Early level 4 on the Archmage. Oh, he's gonna go for Tome of Retraining. Oh, he is! Tome of Retraining. He's gonna go for Blizzard Harass. Mountain King also has a specific model here. Golden. As a king should be.
A player's forces are
There's a
under
tower
attack.
here already, though, which can do some valuable damage against the Archmage. Alright, here we go. Blizzard Harass. Does Cash know how to deal with it? Ideally, you want to force the Archmage here away, just with ghouls. But that is easier said than done. And now we have the attack hitting. First Arcane Tower gonna go down pretty much right away. And the Footy still being a decent help. Archmage feels the need to TP out. He was already hurt. And gonna need to get a potion right away. Good positioning on the TP. Gets the potion instantly. One Destroyer goes down to the towers, but also 2 towers have been taken out. 2 more towers are coming up. JohnnyCage right now has to buy time for these towers. Workshop. Still not ready. Still no gyros. The workshop gets cancelled. That's a big deal. Mountain King also looking very, very vulnerable. We have Double Rex Rifleman coming, by the way, not waiting for Knights. Rifleman, of course, will also be able to attack the Destroyers. And now the 2 card towers finish. Very important timing. Oh, look at that. When the towers are shooting, the arrows even disappear for a little bit. That's kind of cool. JohnnyCage very on point with the repair here. I like that. Quick to ensure his buildings don't fall too easily. The Rifleman also dressed in a new outfit. Looking rather regal, I want to say. And Cash has to back up.
Forces are under attack.
Levels still looking problematic. He's hoping to find less resistance in the main base. There's also 3 towers here, though. And a Paladin about to be ready. JohnnyCage looking poised now to take the 2-0 lead. But here we go again. Destroyers morphed once more. Towers, though, finding some kills, some damage, and they're buying time. Does he have long rifles upgrade? Not yet, right? That is certainly an upgrade still missing. But the army now is home to defend. Dark Ranger taking a lot of damage. There's no coil to save her. This Dark Ranger is definitely dead. DK levels up. And so is the MK. And piercing damage. Oh! As the staff save the Shredder. Not quite. Shredder goes down, but I would go so far as to say that JohnnyCage has enough lumber now for the rest of the game. He is tier 3. He's got the rifles coming en masse. And now he's only missing priests, I would say. Enough fire rifles, especially if you're in a strong position, can be a very strong army comp.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, battle for the red camp, perhaps? Good sentry for Johnny. Shows him what's up. And again, time to morph. More destroyers. Johnny gonna back up. doesn't like the look of things here.
A player's forces are under
Still doesn't have that many rifles. Yep, long rifles? Yeah, no, he does. Okay. Archmage, by the way, doesn't have a TP. That is certainly a danger. As the rifle numbers keep growing, it's just pure rifles and nothing else, interestingly. Priests can have the downside of being, you know, very squishy and falling fast. Oh. Okay, needs to be careful here. The downside of having Blizzard now is that there's no good carrier for the Orb of Fire. Maybe the MK could carry it, but nobody also has to back up a lot. Yeah, the custom skins that we have here, the No Smoking Cup 5, they are tailor-made, custom-made by some members from the Hive Workshop. A new little touch.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, thank you, by the way, Slashor and Darkwing Duck with the resubs. Much appreciated. Mana Stone used on the Pally. He knows how important healing is here. The destroyers are taking a lot of damage from this piercing. Second attack upgrade now finished. These rifles certainly do pack a punch, and we finally do have a workshop and do have gyros coming. So, destroyers are ultra countered, double countered. And A-bombs might be the perfect unit to transition into. Good against rifles, don't care about gyros. JohnnyCage just keeps mining and mining. Somehow his army isn't growing that big. Wait, what?
A player's forces are under attack.
Third attack upgrade coming. Yeah, Johnny's still not at 70 supply, despite his econ advantage for such a long time. Maybe doesn't want to overmake rifles and get hot counted too easily by A-bombs. Oh, big level ups here. MK3, Archmage 5.
Are under attack.
And Cash seems to be in quite a bit of trouble here. He has lots of gold, but not so much lumber. Archmage far forward. Okay, trying to reposition. The gyros take out the destroyers quickly. No chance there, it seems like. Paladin, though, he's the next target. Taking out the healer would be super valuable. Level 3, Divine Shield could be skilled here. And he does. Love that. On level 3. Having 1-1-1 is kind of weird, but it was worth it for that moment. That village going down. The coil comes not in time. And that is the GG. 2-0 for Johnny. Clean game. Cash's off race as Undead doesn't work out quite so perfectly here.